Erebus station orbits a distant planet, seemingly untouched. Subtle distortions begin to twist the station's structure. In the control room, Mara Lynn's fractured glasses reflect the console's chaotic light. Captain Rourke Dane watches Mara, concern evident on his face. Mara's voice cracks with urgency. The station's orbit is decaying. It's like possession. Pale and frantic, Theo fights against time at the console. Darkness descends as the lights abruptly extinguish. Not hijacked, subsumed. The Eclipse is replacing the station structure on a quantum level. Emergency red lights pulse through the corridor, casting stark shadows that dance across the walls, as if the station itself breathes. The airlock groans open, releasing a hiss of air that speaks of imminent danger. A tall, armored figure enters slowly, her silver blonde mohawk glinting under the harsh emergency lights. The figure speaks, identifying herself, Lieutenant Naira Voss. Soul Core response. You sent out a distress packet and 3 suicide logs. Mara steps forward, her expression showing confusion. Naira displays a garbled message on her wrist console, heightening the tension. Mara states, "We didn't send anything." Naira responds with concern. "Some or something wanted reinforcements." Naira moves with determination, rifle held at the ready, alert to unseen threats in the silent control room. Her voice cuts through the silence, a chilling assessment. Whatever this is, it's not dead. Her tone sharpens with dread. It's intelligent, aggressive, adaptive. Mara nods slowly, her face reflecting the weight of her words. The control room pulses with a constant low thrum as Mara speaks. It learns from memories, emotions. Her voice drops, filled with concern as she continues. It mimics the mind and body. Theo trembles, his eyes fixed on the screen, the weight of his discovery heavy on his shoulders. His voice cracks with disbelief, whispering, "It doesn't just copy, it recreates." His voice rises with horror. "I found audio log sounds we never recorded, from alternate versions of us." A bone-chilling shriek rips through the silent corridor, a sound both human and utterly unnatural. The team ventures into the abyss of Access Shaft Bravo, shoulder torches cutting through the oppressive darkness. Alien walls enclose them, their surfaces veined and slick, whispering with an otherworldly hum. Naira raises her rifle, eyes fixed above. Movement behind us. In the access shaft, a duplicate Theo grins, his eyes turned a chilling black. The mimic Theo whispers, "Found myself." The mimic laughs mockingly, its sinister words echoing through the station. "You did, and you'll be better at it." Naira's fury ignites as she fires, the energy bolt searing through the mimic. The mimic dissolves into mist, vanishing into the shadows, leaving only a chilling echo behind. The science room is a cathedral of flesh, where sterile white walls are now consumed by pulsating vines. Within the biolab ruins, transparent orbs house frozen figures, a macabre tableau of silent screams. Mara looks on, recognizing faces among the frozen, some familiar, some mirroring her own. Her gaze lingers, watching the silent, frozen screams. Dim emergency lights cast long shadows across the ruined biolab, illuminating a scene of devastation and decay. The metallic tang of blood and ozone fills the air. Mara stands amidst the wreckage, her face pale as she stares at the remains of advanced technology. "They're thinking pods," Mara whispers, her voice barely audible. "It's dreaming through us." Naira cautiously approaches a biopod, her reflection staring back. Inside, a woman bears Nira's face, yet her eyes are hollow voids. Nira's voice trembles as she whispers, "She's still alive." A chilling realization dawns as Naira whispers, in a loop. Mara looks at Theo, a silent question hanging in the air. The dormant pods tremble, a subtle sign of awakening horror. The station shudders, a deep groan resonating through the ruins. Mara's voice cuts through the dread. "That's how it learns. It keeps us just aware enough to suffer." Amidst the ruins of the biolab, dust motes swirl in the dim emergency light, each reflecting the desolation. Twisted metal and shattered glass cover the floor, testament to a catastrophic event. The air is heavy with the scent of decay, a haunting reminder of life lost. A voice echoes through the desolation, "We dreamed you first." The core room dissolves into a vortex of dimensional energy. Rourke stares into the reactor core. His face reflects awe and apprehension. He whispers, "That is not human technology." Mara's face glows with an eerie light as she steps toward the reactor. "It's the breach, the womb, the thing behind the eclipse," Mara declares. "If I link to it, feed it a contradiction, it may overload." Naira clutches her shoulder, her face a canvas of worry. As the reactor hums with ominous power, Naira whispers, "You're not a weapon." Mara's chilling reply echoes, "I am now." Mara kneels before the alien console, preparing to interface with the unknown. Theo's voice echoes with urgent warning. "Don't speak to it," Theo warns. It answers. Mara's eyes roll back. Mara stands in a warped landscape, the sky a canvas of bleeding colors, merging seamlessly into the ground. Flickering shapes emerge and dissolve, Her childhood home, twisted and unfamiliar, haunts her. The ruins of her first lab flicker into existence, equipment sparking and broken, a monument to shattered dreams. Echoes of her mother's dying breath reverberate through the dimension, an endless loop of sorrow. The neural dimension shimmers with pulsating light, its geometric forms constantly shifting. Unseen energy crackles through the air, filling the space with palpable tension. Dr. Kelmar's voice echoes through the dimension. You came to understand. We are understanding. Mara stands firm, her eyes blazing with defiance in the neural dimension. Mara declares, you don't understand us. You feed on certainty. But humans lie. We contradict. We change. The world twists into a grotesque mockery of reality. Faces distort and break apart, revealing only static. A disembodied voice echoes, you are viral, unstable, dangerous. Mara's face splits into a knowing smile. She confirms with a single word, exactly. Sparks erupt as Theo desperately tries to fix the external hull breach. Alarms blare, signaling impending danger. It's working. Her brainwave spikes are destabilizing the core. Theo shouts over the noise. Rourke, face grim, slams his hand on the manual override. He shouts, prepare for full collapse. Naira, defiant, retorts, we don't leave without her. The hull of the station tears open, the metal groaning under immense pressure. A dark, alien tendril pierces the breach, snaking into the station with terrifying speed. The tendril seizes Theo. His scream echoes through the station. Naira lunges forward, her EMP blade slicing through the alien tendril. The tendril recoils violently, its shriek piercing the air. Theo shouts, it wanted to copy me again. Mara confronts the unknown with calculated precision, feeding it paradoxes. She bombards the entity with false memories. She overwhelms it with imaginary people. She assaults it with recursive commands. Reality flickers and distorts as faces glitch, timelines fragment, and chaos reigns. A disembodied voice echoes through the fractured dimension. Stop. A vortex of fractured realities swirls, colors bleeding into one another. An entity of pure energy pulsates erratically. Truth is an illusion, Mara whispers. And in your mirror. The entity, Rorsand, collapses inward. Alarms blare as Naira drags Mara away from the reactor core. The corridor pulses with a mechanical drone, emergency lights painting the metal walls with wild, frantic strokes. A voice slices through the chaos, Rourke's desperate cry. Eject now. They crowd into the escape pod as Erebus Station shatters, releasing dark mist into the void. An escape pod ejects into the vast emptiness. The Eclipse unravels, a spectacle of cosmic tension against the vast canvas of space. Mara wakes in the cramped escape pod. Theo watches her vitals with growing concern. Theo speaks with a mix of relief and exhaustion. You gave it a virus it couldn't eat. Rourke sits alone in the cramped escape pod, lost in thought as he sips from a ration pack. His expression hardens as he mutters, you made it choke on human contradiction. Naira leans back, a picture of relaxed defiance in the cold void of space. Mara floats in the cramped escape pod, surrounded by sparking wires and flickering emergency lights. She stares intently at something beyond the confines of the pod, her expression unreadable. Her voice trembles as she whispers, you think it's dead? Inside the cramped escape pod, Naira sits silently, her face illuminated by the cold, blinking lights of the console. A whisper breaks the silence. No. Her voice trembles as she adds, but it's afraid of us now. In the vast expanse of space, a black eclipse lingers, diminished yet ever watchful. Beneath the eclipse, unseen forces stir within the swirling clouds of the planet below.